Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so excited to show you guys another recipe. This one's one of my favorites that we take when we go like camping or something like that, or if we're having like a bunch of people over. We'll let everyone kind of design their own and then we'll grill them together. But today what we're gonna do is it's called a campfire pocket. And what it is you get to put meat and potatoes and all kinds of other yummy stuff in a little foil pocket, and you can either grill it or do it in your stove. I'm today going to do it on my stove because it's a little too windy outside at my house to really barbecue right now. The wind's kind of crazy down here. So let's get started. Let me show you the ingredients. Don't forget we got to wash our hands and all the ingredients that we're going to be using today. And you guys need to register on rockandardisabilities.com either through the email or the website. Okay? So, here's what we're going to need today. We're going to need foil. Okay. Olive oil if you want to let it marinate a little bit. You don't have to. Now, it says to get like refrigeratable potatoes. So I always get the ones that you can either microwave or have already been kind of pre-seasoned. This one comes with a seasoning packet. Hot dogs of any kind of your choosing. I also, something that you can add into yours that is completely optional, I have a bunch of different cheeses that we're going to use today. And some corn. And I cut up some avocado. If you want, you can put in onions and carrots, and then a little bit of salt and pepper to add for flavor. So, let's go wash our hands. Ready? Okay, now that we got all of our ingredients washed and our hands are washed, let's start preparing our dish. So I'm gonna put everything in a bowl to mix, just because that makes it a little easier. Now you want to cut up your hot dogs. You can use any type of hot dogs you'd like. Okay, so you want to cut them to where they're about an inch or so, like so. Good. I also like to cut mine kind of on a diagonal. Just a personal preference. Nothing really fancy about it. I mean, they look kind of cool, right? But that's just a personal preference. Ooh. Last one. So my package came with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. It depends on how much you are going to make and who's all going to be eating. Depending on how much hot dogs you need, you can either do a whole package. I know they come in 6 and 8. All right, now for my potatoes. Now these ones, they're small enough that I can just cut them in half, like so. So they're about the same size as my hot dogs. Yeah? Because you want everything to cook evenly. You don't want anything to cook faster or slower than the other. So if you have kind of a larger one, you might want to cut it in thirds. But most of these are small enough, they can just be cut in half and they'll be good. So we always cut things evenly to about the same size or so, because you want your food to cook evenly at the same time. Okay. I'm going to use all my potatoes because my family loves potatoes. Oh my gosh. One of the greatest foods ever. Okay, before I start putting all my ingredients together, I'm gonna go preheat my oven to 350. If you are gonna be using a grill, you're going to want to begin to warm it up now so that it's ready by the time that we're done. So I'm gonna first start by aligning my pan with foil, just in case if anything spills out. Good, okay. Now I'm going to need, one, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So you want to make as much for your family as you need. The recipe can go anywhere from 5 to 7, 8 portions. Okay, so now I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil. You want to use about 3 to 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just have a little left, so I'm just going to use the rest of it. Okay. Then you want to mix together. Make sure everything gets coated evenly. If your potatoes come with a seasoning pack and you'd like to use your seasoning pack, you want to sprinkle that in. If not, salt and pepper will do the trick just nicely. Sprinkle my salt and pepper on top. Give it a good mix and one more. You want to make sure that the olive oil is evenly coated throughout all your vegetables and meat. If you have seasoning, you want to make sure that it gets on all of the pieces. Good. I'll make it more flavorful. Okay, when everything is nice and evenly coated, then you want to place it in the middle of your foil packet so that you have enough room that you can still close it nice and tightly, because that's how it's going to heat up and that's how it's going to cook. So I'm just going to put a little bit. You want to make sure you have enough room. Try to make it evenly proportioned. There we go. So now it's nice in the middle, about a fist and a half full. So if you like kind of look over it, it makes about a fist and a half or so. That's a good proportion. Now this one, I'm gonna add some cheese. So my family likes cheese on everything. And I have this like fancy cheese tray that we got. So I'm just gonna put a whole layer of cheese. Oh, that looks good. And then for this one, I'm gonna add a little bit of corn. Good. Now, in my family, to tell the difference of whose is whose, I thought I had a pen. Maybe I dropped it. Ah, I found it. I'm gonna write the initial of who's gonna get what packet. So now when we fold it, we wanna fold in, move this out of the way. There we go. Fold in our corners. And I like to roll it down from the top. Not too tight. And then roll in the sides. Good. There we go. Just like that. Pom pom. And I place it on my cooking sheet. Now I'm going to do the rest for all the leftover ingredients. Okay guys, now that I have all my packets ready, I'm going to stick them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you're doing it on the grill, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Yay. Alright guys, I'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, mine took about 23 minutes actually. You want to make sure your potatoes are cooked all the way through, and the way we check that is you can unwrap the foil just a little bit and poke it with either a knife or a fork and see if it goes all the way in with no problems. So now mine is done, so you want to make sure that you turn off your oven. Take them out. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. Yeah. Yummy. Okay, now they are going to be very hot. So you want to make sure either you let them cool for a little bit, or you're very careful in unrolling because it is hot to the touch. You can see I don't know if you can see the steam, but there's steam coming out. I always let it kind of, the steam come out first. This one's mine, so I'm going to try. Oh, cheesy, melty goodness. Oh man, that looks so good. Now it's time to taste test. Oh my gosh, you guys. This cheese looks so good. I put cheese on mine. It looks so good. Oh, it's still hot. Not only is it delicious, cooked well, very well, mine's very cheesy. It's so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's recipe. I hope you guys have a great time adding in your own fun things, because everyone has different tastes. So try different ingredients, add maybe bacon or little chives on top. So I'll see you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.